Hello guys, this is a Viper fracture guide, and this is gonna be a postman setup for a site. So first of all, what just a bonus for this, since not really a Viper setup video but a postman video, but this wall is important for our first postman lineup here. So yeah, we're gonna do it wall. It's gonna cover a link and then a row at the same time. So yes, the enemies can kind of see you from the drop, but this is the best wall for your lineup. So I'll just leave the spike. I like to plant on top of this because the enemies still have to climb to defuse it, and it just buys you a lot of time for your mollies. So you can tell your teammates to plant up there, and you can stay here. You can hold this angle, or you can hold that angle. So using the Marshall scope, I'm gonna show you a reference point for the poison orb and also the snake bite. So you're gonna, for the poison orb, you're gonna aim like right here around this tip of the building, right around the center, and then you're just gonna do a simple left click right there, and depending on your crosshair, it will either land like right here or right there, or sometimes it will bounce off this and land right here. Like, it just depends on where you place your crosshair, and it doesn't matter because it still covers up the spike, and it's important for the decay. So for the postman molly lineup, you're gonna use this area right here between these two bars, and then you're gonna place the crosshair icon on your snake bite right in there. And then what you're gonna do is, before you do this lineup, so you're gonna hold this angle first. Be careful of this angle, but they don't usually check it. Like, they usually check this or this side, but they won't check like directly below them. So yeah, you're gonna check these angles first, and then when your teammates die defending the spike, or like, you know that when you do this molly you're guaranteed to win, just do this lineup. Activate both your poison orb and your wall at the same time, so they won't use up fuel like less efficiently or something. And then you're gonna do a left click, and then the molly will land right on default, and then that's your first lineup from arrow. If you decide that you're gonna go from hall to arrow. So if you decided that you're gonna go to a drop, like, you can do the same wall, or you can move the wall kinda here so it will completely block this area, but I usually just do that wall. So you can tell your teammates to plant right on top, and then you're gonna go to this area right here, into this corner, and then you're gonna look at this tip right here of the rock, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna line it up with this building. So once you go to the tip of the rock, you go up until right here, and then you're gonna go up right here to the, no, right here, I messed it up, right there, the top of that building, right there. And you're gonna left click, and it will land exactly on default. And then after that, you're gonna do this molly. You're gonna aim somewhere right here. Like, it doesn't need to be exact, but somewhere in that area, it's just gonna land on default, and it will provide different snake bite locations, but different ones have like different ranges of the snake bite. Sometimes it covers most of the side, sometimes it just covers default, but perfectly fine as long as you cover default. Of course, there are like better mollies, better molly positions, but yeah, if you that covers everything. So yeah, that's a lineup from a dish. But if you want to be cool, you can do this traditional lineup that I made. You can look to this line and then you go to the rock right here, go to the center of the rock, and then you're gonna put the crosshair icon right there, and then you're gonna left click. So if this is done right, it will bounce off that, and then it'll land on default. Where's the cool part? Here's the cool part. You can do this. Equip your snake bite, immediately use the zip line or the ropes, move immediately and then left click. And then what this does is a perfectly timed rotation lineup. You have no time to defuse, and now you're on the other side. You can go through a hall to a main, and then you can wall back. Like, I've tried it once in game. It's kind of hard to execute in game, but it's just a cool lineup to do, especially when the enemies already know that your line is from a dish or a ropes. So you can try this as a kind of a mix-up, or like you just want to show off your teammates. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll provide a B guide later.